Hello, Stationeers. Welcome back to Vulcan Getting Started, episode 6. These these canisters that we put in the shelf last time, it seems like after doing some tests, they don't seem to cool down as fast as I would have thought. See how, of course, the arc furnace is running here, but when you get closer here, you can see the air rushing out of there and it's cooling down now, but you don't actually see that air when you have it on the shelf. So it seems like they do interact with the air on the shelf, but very slowly. So setting them on the ground seems to have them cool down quicker. And we've got some copper from last episode. Let's get that in the furnace. We still got lots of hot stuff in there. Oh, we have some other stuff in there too. Okay, that's where those went. Huh. All right. I wonder if you can get all your stuff back if you put it in the furnace. I don't think so. I'm sure I've lost things in the furnace before. Maybe it depends on their melting point or something. Yeah, still got some heat in there. It's hot outside. Let's see if we can refill it. It's almost midday. Let's throw a bit of coal in the furnace. I don't like that low battery. And fill you back up. That's really hot. And while we're here, let's get started on our hydroponics trays. Now that we have lots of iron, we're going to need a lot of hydroponics trays for our greenhouse today. There you can see it's just starting to come back down again on temperature. So we just passed midday. Just turn that off. There, that's good. Time to go back inside. Keep working on the greenhouse. Ooh, that one's dead. There we go. Okay, we still have a vacuum in here. And we're working on our atmospheric side. Let's plop these down. All right, we were working on this pipe setup. This is our waste pipe. It's going out to the outside. We hooked up the passive vent on the other side last episode. So that's all hooked up to the outside now. Hook up the power here. Bring that over here. So we got AC unit to filtration. Now we need one last filtration unit here. Switch that to filtration. And what it's going to do is it's going to exhaust the room to the outside when there's too much pressure in here. But there'll be oxygen in here too from the plants. We don't want to lose the oxygen. So I'm going to use a filtration setup here. So everything but the oxygen will get exhausted to the outside. Let's throw a passive vent so the oxygen comes back into the room. And we're going to have to reroute this. Let's just have it go around where we're going to put the pass event, the intake pass event. There we go. We'll just go around that then. Okay. Now we're going to need some power. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna call this the room exhaust, I think. Let's actually name everything. Room exhaust. And this is our CO2 filtration, not CP2, CO2. And this is just our waste pump, kind of, just waste. And an AC unit is an AC unit. Okay, let's turn that on. So we now have incoming cool night air. We're going to need a sensor or room sensor as well. There we go. And that, we need to play with the volume on this. That doesn't have power. We didn't, need to set the transformer. Let's just set it. This is a protection transformer and an isolation transformer. So let's just set it to 5,000 and do the same over here. This will be our lighting and oxygen reclamation transformer. Now we got to get power to this thing. There. And down. And then into the transformer and connect that up. And while we're here, let's bring that over to the other transformer. Good. It's nighttime out. Let's get out of here. While it's nighttime, I'd like to keep looking for traders. Don't need that. Hydration. Not gonna need that. Hydration isn't that bad. Let's pick up our water bottles. We've got some oxygen. Let's go make some water to start. See what's in there. Okay. Lots of hydrogen in there. Let's start making some water. That one might be full. Yep. Okay. We can let that fill. We can go over here and start looking for traders again. There's a couple now. Remember, we're looking for Organtion. That's Calder's Goods. I think I've tried them before. I don't think they have seeds or anything. It's only Organtion that has the seeds. Hey, there's one right now. Oh, thank goodness. Thought I was going to have to do this for hours. What do you got? Please don't have an egg. These traders only seem to have like one thing plus flowers. Oh, a tomato. Tomato is good. That's only 1,200 you're offering me. Huh. All right, well, for now, I'm just going to get the flowers, 3 of each. They're really cheap. And that'll help us get our greenhouse going. Let's just leave them there with the tomatoes so it doesn't rot. They seem to have some super awesome anti-rot machine in that shuttle. Doesn't decay. All right, turn that off. Good, that was good luck, considering all the bad luck we had with it last time. You are not empty. Interesting. Keep that going. Okay. Turn you off. You're still doing fine. Turn that off. All right. Let's put this stuff away. You go in there. And let's just throw the flowers in here. They won't decay, which is nice. Don't need that. And our health isn't that bad yet. Let's go do some mining. Let's pick a vector of, let's say 210, and go see what we find. All right, we're out there for about 5 minutes. The sun is starting to come up. Got a decent amount of iron, which will be good for making hydroponics pots. Let's make our way back to base here. There it is. Oh yeah, let's get the cinematic shot. There we go. Okay. Good. Start smelting. We definitely need to eat and drink. Mostly drink. There goes another can of food. What do we got in there? 3.47. And let's do that. Oh, we're cool enough. Let's go back out. Swap that battery. I think we have some. We already have some hot gas in there. Keep the iron smelting. And that batch is already done. Guess I'll split the gold in half too. Still got lots of heat. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Yeah, that's 18. There's a 50. Let's keep building hydroponics trays. Lots of power in the battery now. That's good. How are these doing? Oh yeah, they're pretty close to ambient. Yep. Let's grab those. Don't need our tin can. Now that we have tomatoes, we'll actually be able to make soup eventually. Take the flowers. And that's not done, so let's go inside. Oh, yeah, I have to stop pressurization. Okay, where were we here? Let's go put our flowers over here. They should be fine. And this should have power. Now we always have to run this when we're running the air conditioner. That will make sure that every tick this gets back down to vacuum. That has nothing in it right now. This can be used to pump out the pipe, the radiator pipe. So let's turn this on and we'll just run it and we'll see what the temperature is in the radiator pipe. So somewhere up around 80. So it didn't really get cold enough. So the problem there is that it's processing too much gas every tick. And that has to do with the ratio of the input pipe to the output pipe in the air conditioner, which is weird, but that's just how it works. So to fix that, oh, see, we actually put some carbon dioxide in the room when we did that. Okay, so we don't have a vacuum in here anymore. So to fix how much it's pulling every tick, we got to make this input pipe volume bigger. So let's run that again. That is about 40 degrees, so we dropped by another 40. So it's still not quite cold enough. We don't want it to be that warm in here. So we're still going to have to increase the input pipe volume some more. And then that should reduce the amount of air being pulled through so that it can actually cool it down to our target, which is 20 degrees. We'll probably end up setting the target higher, but that's okay. Let's run that again. And you're at 291, yep. So it got down to 20. That's good. It's still cooling down because it's kind of still a vacuum in here. Okay, so let's actually just run this. And you can see the pressure starting to go up. Temperature is going down because it's 20-degree air coming out, but the pressure in the room is going up. That doesn't have any because the CO2 filtration is actually pulling it out faster than it's going in from the air conditioner. And that one, that one says it has pressure, but it actually gets back down to 0 every tick. So, okay. We're getting close to 1 MPa in here, or kPa in here already. That's good. Now that we have an atmosphere in here, we can put these canisters in here without being accused of vacuum cooling them. Okay, so that's good. Let's swap that out. So we got 53 kPa, that's lots. I think we have to be above somewhere around 6 or 7, like the minimum atmosphere level. So 50 is lots. But as we add hydroponics trays, the pressure in there is going to go down. It still treats water more like a gas than a liquid. I guess at that temperature it is a gas anyways. Let's throw these on the ceiling so that we can mount our grow lights. And it has to go, it'll kind of go 2 pods to the left of the left-hand side of this. So you need it about there. And see, I put it in the center. Power's on the right. It's kind of hidden there. There we go. All right. And we got power there, and good. We have grow lights. We only have about 2 kPa in here, so we don't really have enough atmosphere to grow yet. Yeah, 3 kPa. Decent temperature. It's actually a little bit cool. We probably want closer to 30 degrees. Let's take this off. I don't want it to be connected with a passive vent to the room because it'll be too slow to get up to pressure. And I don't want air going in and out of this airlock either. When I open the door, I mean. So while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to grab the disk and reconfigure this to put the internal pressure in the greenhouse to 101. That's our target. For now, I'll just have to cancel pressurization because it won't be able to get there. Don't need that. Keep making iron. Throw you in there. Let's see. Make another 5. What's the next thing to do? I guess we can start programming. So we need to make an IC10 chip to control that atmospheric stuff. Let's clear out our editor. So what devices do we have here? I like to start with the outputs. So the AC device would be on D3. That's upper right corner of the chip. Waste, which has to run at the same time, is D4. And the CO2 filter, which empties the radiator pipe, is D5. As far as inputs go, we have the analyzer, the pipe analyzer. We'll put that on D0. We have the room sensor. Put that on D1. And this is kind of an output, but we'll put it on the left anyways because we're out of terminals. It's the room exhaust, we called it, which is the oxygen filtration that empties the room out if it gets too high. And we'll start with my basic loop here. Start loop, end yield, jump back to start loop.
Hydration critical.
And we need some variables to store stuff. Start with pipe pressure and pipe temperature. And we might as well do room pressure and room temperature. Those are the 4 main variables we're going to use to control our system. So let's load those in every scan. Pipe pressure from deanalyzer, analyzer pressure. And the pipe temperature from the analyzer, temperature. And we need the same thing from the pressure sensor. So room pressure comes from the room sensor, pressure variable. And the room temperature comes from the room sensor, temperature variable. All right. The first thing we have to control is the AC unit. We want to run the AC unit when the pipe is too hot, so we need to add cool gas, or the room's not full, in which case we just want to keep running it. So we need some Boolean variables here. That's what the B means. So pipe too hot, room not full. Let's create those variables. We'll set if it's greater than pipe too hot. So that would be the R pipe. What did I do here? Oh, that's a B. Pipe temperature is greater than 303 would be 30 degrees C, because it's 273 plus 30. Kind of like maybe 29 is better. Maybe we don't want to get to 30. And then our other variable would be when we're less than, so our room is not full, when our room pressure is less than 101, which is our target. We want to keep filling until we reach 101. So we're going to or pipe too hot with room not full into R0. And then we're going to set the AC to on when R0 is on. And also turn on the waste when R0 is on, because we must always run when the AC does. Okay, that's the first couple of units. Then we have to control the output of the radiator pipe, which is the CO2 filter, to run that when the pipe is full so that we don't overpressure it. So let's make another Boolean variable here. Be pipe full. And set greater than, be pipe full. Our pipe pressure, let's say 500 kPa is pretty decent. It leaves enough in the pipe to still cool the room. And set the CO2 filter. That's right. To on when B pipe full is on. And the last thing we have to do is we have to exhaust the room, because we're going to keep dumping stuff in here. So we vent the room out if it's too full. So we need a alias B room full. And set if it's greater than B room full, our room pressure to 103. I'm giving it a little bit of extra room there above the 101 that we're filling to, so that if, through the airlock or something it varies a bit, I don't exhaust it until it hits 103. What am I doing here? That's a small b. Okay, turn the room exhaust on when the room is full. That's it. Let's export that. Grab that. Pick up our new hydroponics trays. Looks like we're going to need a couple more grow lights. Let's just do one right now. And we're getting very thirsty. We were thirsty a while ago. Now we're just dying. Okay. And doing for pressure, that's actually lower than what's in our oxygen tank. Smelt the last of our iron. There's our grow light. We'll go back inside. Got lots of power still. Okay, we're gonna have to cancel that every time until we get back up to full pressure in here. So let's throw these down. Still have lots of water in here, so we can safely put these down. Good. Grow light's gonna go over here. We got 13 kPa, the external, yeah, 14 kPa. That's actually enough to plant. Let's start with blue. Look at that. They're growing. Don't have any problems. Then we'll go with orange. And then red. We're growing plants on Vulcan. It's a big deal. 22 degrees in here. I think a greenhouse should be hotter. So let's do that. Chip right. Let's just switch that on for a second. Now, you're the pipe analyzer. You are the room sensor, gas sensor. You're the room exhaust. You're the AC. You're the waste. And you are the CO2 filter. Good. Turn you on. Light is green. So this had turned off here, CO2 filtration, and this pressure is going up. And if it's working, then we should see it go all the way up to 500 kPa. And then when it's past 500 kPa, the CO2 filtration should turn on and empty this back out and keep pumping CO2 into the room. Meanwhile, all the stuff that's in this pipe is going to help keep the room cool. There, that worked. Let's see how much power we're drawing. 410. When it turns on, it goes to 510. That's not bad. I mean, it's a significant amount of power we're using, but it's not a huge amount. That's because the air conditioner is still only using 300 watts. Because we have it in this configuration where we're pulling out all of the air from the waste side, and then it refills it with cool air from the night air tank. And that means that the waste and the input are always at the same temperature. So it's a pretty power efficient unit. There's no getting away from the fact that we're going to have to be consuming some amount of power. Let's put that over here. And I didn't make any more cables. Okay. Let's head back out. We're growing plants. That's a big step. We're actually making oxygen. All right. We're going to need lots more of these hydroponics trays. Oh, storm's coming. All right. It's still cool out. Let's go grab that tomato before it gets too hot. And all right, 1 tomato. You are ripping me off, man. Okay. That's it. Go back inside before we get caught out in the storm. Whew. Cables. While we're remembering we need cables. Yeah, that's lots of cables. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. 6, 7, 8. And 9. I think one of them went in the furnace. And melted. Okay. All right. I guess I probably should have put one of those inlet things on the furnace where you had to pull the lever to get it to go in. That would be a good idea. Still gonna need lots of cables for wiring up the lights and so on. Get those before they go into the furnace again. You're in there. Okay, that's good. And we can go back in. We've got our tomato we can plant. Oxygen and food. Sweet. Due to recent changes, the tomatoes are going to rot once they're ripe on the vine, so I'm mostly going to use flowers in here. I'm only going to grow enough tomatoes for food. Okay. Still okay on pressure. Let's keep going here. We're going to need to make a corner here where we use pipes. So we'll leave the corner empty for now. Then we'll turn and we'll go this direction. Yeah. So those aren't connected right now. Okay, our flowers are fully grown. Let's harvest these and plant some more. We'll make a nice little rainbow pattern here. Keep the pattern going. You are still happy? And you are not happy. Unfavorable lighting. So let's wire this up. That's not really what I want, is it? I want that. And that. There we go. Guess that is what I wanted. Okay. And good. Now we got light.
Hydration critical.
Yeah, hydration's fine. All right. I guess we could get to work in this corner. Now that we're making oxygen in the room, we need a way to get the oxygen back out of the room. We're going to use a simple filtration setup for this. Right there. A couple oxygen filters. And we need an input vent, and whatever is not oxygen goes back into the room. And we gotta come off this side and get some power to it. That is the power, yep. Go up there and into that circuit. Now we're going to need some pipes and so on. Canister storage and all that. And we're going to need another grow light, and we're going to need some more hydroponics trays. You seem to be going. We're at 23 kPa. We're getting pressure in here reasonably quickly. So as the carbon dioxide is converted to oxygen by the plants, and then the filtration pulls the oxygen out, then our atmospheric side will actually refill the room with carbon dioxide if the pressure ever gets low enough. In likelihood, it might actually just overpressurize if it's trying to cool, in which case it just dumps everything but oxygen out to atmosphere. Either way, it should work. Copper and steel. Copper. Steel. And make a grow light. Only one, eh? 50. Let's make some more. Storm's still coming. Still got lots of power in the battery. Get our grow light. Let's not make that last one. I want to save a bit of iron in case I need something else. Good. Okay. How are we doing? Well, you don't have any. You have 22. That's fine. We can plop these down. Probably get some more water. Okay, that's not bad. You're not done growing yet. And you're going to go up here. Doesn't really matter where. Probably over there somewhere. And connect you up. Don't need you on yet. Keep you off. And that's still working. Okay, this is starting to look more like a greenhouse. Ah, yes. We need to build the other side of that. Oh, we got 2% oxygen already. That's good. Yep, we need to finish that oxygen filtration now. Yeah, for that we will need pipes. We just need 2 of them. And while I'm thinking about it, we need those blue pipes too. Just 3. I need 1 more. Good. Okay. And we need a canister storage. Let's throw this over here. We're gonna have to paint all this stuff white. It's oxygen. We want to paint it out here in the workshop because anytime you paint something, you get pollutants in the air. We don't want that where our plants are in the greenhouse. Let's make 1 of those. Good. Good. You can be off. And looks like we're out of thirst again. You're empty. I don't feel so bad not rationing water as much anymore. 3.2 MPa. Still have a full tank. let's throw this in there. Throw you in there. Pretty much everything we just made. And it's nighttime. Oh. I was gonna say we should make some water, but I guess we just let the storm go. Okay. Change of plans. Let's go back in the greenhouse. Finish this up. All right. Need to do that and that. And a gauge. There we go. Now, turn this on. We're getting oxygen. Nice. Pure O2 at greenhouse temperatures. That's nice. Aha. We could connect all this up. 1, 2, 3. Let's just check what our pressure did. 13, that's still okay. 103. Got tomatoes. Let's split those out and grow some more. And there's a little bit more pressure in those, so let's put those into there. Half a kPa more. It's not nothing. And I guess we could keep moving flower. So after red comes blue again. And after blue comes orange. Let's reverse the order and we'll go back that way. Need another orange one. The last one is red. We'll use this red one. Okay, then it goes red, orange, and I guess that ends up being red then. Orange, we're missing one. We'll fill that in later. And some blue. Unfavorable lighting. Let's turn the light on. Good. And that's supposed to be orange. Okay. And filter low. Still collecting the oxygen. 35 kPa, 2% oxygen still. It's pretty reasonable. Our plants should be growing nicely. Should have a room in your base that's a vacuum just so you can go in there during storms and get rid of the sound. Alright. What can we do with no storm? Yeah, I was thinking, let's make some railings. It would look nice on the outside with some railings. Keep us from falling off the edge. And I think we need a little bit more power. That's just enough to make 2, which is good. We got 2 frames, which we can use to mount them. What are these stacked to? 10 apparently. Yeah, let's make some more. I don't know how many I need. It's probably fine. Okay, 2 of those. We're going to need some more heavy cables to connect those windmills in. Got lots of copper and gold, that's not a problem. Yeah, we're going to need some duct tape soon. 70% health. Let's go in and see how our plants are doing. We got 37 kPa, and none of you are really grown yet. Flowers are still growing. You can go over here. That's good. We got 0.3 MPa in there. Looks like everything's still working. Oh, I see the tomatoes just finished growing. Oh well, that's okay. Alright, storm's done. Yeah, it's morning. I really need some more water. Let's go out here. Oof. Let's turn you on. While we're here, let's do this. We can look all industrial. Ah, that's the wrong one. I want this one, because then it matches the stairway. There we go. This is kind of where I was thinking I was gonna put the windmills over here. It's clearly getting hot. My waste tank is complaining. Let's go see here. Pump you up. Almost done. Take you out. Turn you off. Let's get back inside. 500 degrees.
Hydration critical.
Whew. All right. We should swap out our waste tank here. Store that for later. Make another canister. That's good. Guess we can't do any more outside right now. We could definitely repair our solar panels though. Oops. Gotta stay right in the corner. There we go. Oops. It's really tricky. 100%. It's funny how often that happens. Be careful not to wiggle your mouse. Good. And you... Come on. Last one. There we go. Nope. Right in the corner. Ah, there we go. 100%. It's funny. Used up an exact amount of duct tape. And might as well make some more duct tape. So we're ready for the next one. Still not time to take a drink. Power's doing well. Go back in and tend to our garden. Hmm. 42 kPa. So next one we need is red. And we need to fill in this orange one. I think I got it wrong. Oh well, doesn't matter. What's next here? Orange. You can go there. Now we're producing maximum oxygen until we get some more hydroponics kits or trays. 0.6 MPa. Is there anything else in here? I guess I could harvest these tomatoes. You'll see that they start to decay. So if we put some in the fridge, at least they'll keep for a while. We can eventually make soup out of them, and we'll have some in case the ones in here end up rotting all the way down and we have to replant them. That'll be our backup food. I guess the trader out there can be a backup food supply too. Let's throw you in there. Need to make it table. I don't have enough iron, and I don't have any iron. Because we're going to have a way to make soup. Yeah, no iron. Come on. There's some iron. Can at least make the microwave. You don't have much iron either. Oh, temperature's going down. Why don't we go in here, freshen up, and by the time we're done, we'll be able to go outside. Keep it cooling. And what are we doing for oxygen? 3.2. Yeah, we could actually fill up with that.
Air tank critical.
Take some more to make some more water, both for drinking and for the greenhouse. Is it nighttime yet? Almost. Oh yeah, it's nighttime. You whoop. Hit the door on it. Okay, you go over there. Let's start with the water. Feels so much safer with that railing up. I like it. Let's get as much water in these tanks as we can. Turn that on. We're at 280 here. Let's go mining. Come back on a vector of 100. Alright. We found some more iron, a little bit of gold. I can see the base in the distance. Let's get some of this smelting already. And pick up a water bottle. So we can go fill that too. You are empty. And let's swap this one. That has a decent amount of pressure in it. Not a huge amount. We are going to put these windmills up. I'm going to swap them around so they face towards each other. And then head over to that side there. They need to go into the back of the battery. Just go straight. And then head over this way. And then turn. We're going to need to cut in the back. Good. Okay. Makes you wonder how much power we're actually generating. Let's have a look here. Ooh, 120 watts. 100 watts. Well, it's a trickle of power, but it's a trickle of power all the time, including at night, so it is helpful. And of course, when the storm's on, it generates, I think, 800 watts each. You're as full as you're gonna get. You've got enough for 2 water bottles. Still filling. While it's doing that, let's look at what else we could work on here. I guess these stairs could get fixed. Let's place them with the railings on so they match everything else. Better? Looks a bit silly. Whatever. Yeah, I'll leave it. Alright, 100%. I can turn you off. And remember, we wanted a table. And let's set these up here. Okay. I think we're actually getting to the point where I'm going to end this episode. We've done a lot of work. We got the greenhouse up and running. We're making oxygen. It looks like we're actually going to survive on this planet. So that's the end of episode 6. And subscribe if you want to see episode 7. Thanks very much.